Alright, welcome guys to a gameplay video For Honor. I'm Razzo, and this video is going to be a little bit different than my normal ones. It's not going to be a crazy highlight reel, it's not going to be some wild shit I did in the game. This one's just a bit more of a discussion about something I see happening, and I find it a bit disturbing. So, we'll jump right into it. I was playing this morning, and I was getting in on some PvE Dominion games, and I noticed that every game I got into had at least one AFK person. Someone who had 0 points, had never left the spawning point, and was just sitting there. So I found this to be a little odd, and I did what we can only do, is report the person, and then try to find a new lobby where people were actually playing the game. Well, I did this, and it got to be about my 4th attempt before finally I just gave up. It just seemed like it wasn't gonna happen. There was just no way for me to get a legitimate game going, and like I say, I just gave up. The person in the last game I played there, where I gave up, was called, that was lucky. What was he called? King.DariusXO. And this guy's a particular piece of shit for a few reasons. But the first is just the fact he's in the game, AFK, leeching experience, leeching items off of people. To me, that's bullshit. That shouldn't be tolerated. And I really hope Ubisoft kind of gets their head out of their ass and fix that, because the fact that's even in the game in the first place seems kind of, lazy. Seems like someone's fucking up there. The second reason he's a piece of shit is when I sent him a message, basically telling him he's a piece of shit, he responded almost immediately. And I had to ask myself, how is someone who's AFK able to respond to this? You shouldn't even be able to play. That's assumed why you're not playing. So I read his message with some interest, trying to figure out why this person who's supposedly AFK is able to respond to me. And I'll tell you what his justifications were for being AFK. First, he said he was busy spending time with his family. Now, I'm gonna have to call bullshit on that, because if you're busy spending time with your family, why are you even having your PlayStation on in the first place? I mean, aside from watching a movie or whatever else. Second, if you are busy spending time with your family, why have you bothered to take time away from that to respond to me, some random person who's just calling you a fucking idiot? Like, why? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense at all. So, anyway, that is what it is. There's no changing that. So his next thing said, I don't have time to play video games all day. Well, that makes sense, because not a lot of people do. That's just a fact. But still, you had time to turn your PlayStation on and just leave it there, and you have time to respond to people sending you messages. Because I have a hard time believing I'm the only one who thinks you're acting like a fucking asshole by sitting in these games AFK. So surely someone else will have sent you a message on this, calling out your behavior. I can only think logically that must be the case. My shoulder charge is useless. Anyway, the next thing he said to me was the strangest of all, and that was that he had purchased this game with his own money, and so that should allow him to do whatever the hell he wants playing this game. And while I agree to some extent that if you buy the game, you should be allowed to play it when and how you see fit, to a point. When the way you're playing it directly affects other people who have purchased the game and how they play it, that's when I have a bit of a problem with it. That's when I think you're fucking up. So I tried to explain this to him for about another 4 messages when finally I came to the conclusion by his responses that he didn't understand what I was saying to him. Not at all. He didn't comprehend any part of it. And so I just gave up. Now, I find this troubling for 2 reasons. One, this person doesn't understand that they're being a piece of shit troll. They think what they're doing is totally justified and totally legitimate. That's a problem. The second problem is what it's going to do to this game. If people are sitting there in your game, AFK, your natural reaction is to leave. And if you're like me, you will have left and started a new game. And you'll have another AFK person, and you'll leave and start a new... Eventually, you're going to get sick and tired of AFK people, and you're not going to start a new game. You're just going to stop playing. And I think that's what we're looking at here. When I see, you know, peak times on this game, and there's only 60,000 people playing, I have to wonder what happened to everyone. Because it wasn't that long ago that the servers were showing 100, or I guess there's a server, showing 160,000 people playing. Where have all those people gone? My guess would be to another game that's not as annoying and frustrating as this one, and made worse by the people playing it. You know, and to me that's sad, because if this continues, this game's pretty much gonna be dead less than a month after release, or a month after release. And you can tell from the way they set up the map and all the, you know, the stuff going on there, the constant war, that they had anticipated this game would last longer than 1 month. But I don't think it's going to. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're looking at kind of the beginning of the end, if you will. This guy can piss off. You're seeing some 2v1 action, and like I say, if you're in this situation and you're playing with an AFK person, this is ultimately what you're going to be doing. Having to fight 2v1 every time you get into a fight. Because the bots have no one else to fight. Here's some idiot who, instead of going to get C and get us points, he decided he'd run all the way up here and try to steal my kill. That's a different troll behavior, but it's just as bad. So anyway, yeah, if you see these people, definitely report them. You know, let's try to make Ubisoft at least a little aware that this is fucking annoying and they should fix it. And how do they think they should fix it? Simple. Same way League of Legends did it. If that timer ticks down and you haven't selected your character, you're gone. Kick them. Send them back to the start menu. And let the rest of us play in peace and not have to deal with these trolls. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you don't have to deal with these trolls. I'll see you next time. Take care. Oh, and P.S. If you think what I'm doing right now is wrong, you're a fucking idiot, and you clearly have no idea how this game mode works. Currently I'm playing Dominion, and the whole point of this is to score X number of points by controlling zones. So often I see people on my team and on enemy teams when I'm playing PvP who don't get that, and will have 13, 15 kills to their name, but are still on the losing team. Suck it, fatty. And they don't understand why. Well, newsflash, capture the zones. And if you do, you may end up with a score like mine. Maybe. Maybe better than mine. I'm not particularly good at this game. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time.